Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Royce, the voice, Orange Leader. Shout out to K-Ting. Speak your thoughts or lose your mind. And what it do? Y'all know what time it is. It is a Sunday. It is Sunday, and Sunday is fun day. And the reason why it's fun day, because it's the hit list. Mofos, what's good? How y'all living today? How y'all living, man? I hope everything is good. It's a Sunday evening. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all's weekend. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta end it off. Well, I can say start it off because this is the first day of the week. But you know, the black folks, you know what I'm saying? This is the last day of the weekend. And I hope y'all chilling in. It's been raining. So y'all ain't got nothing else to do. You know, so why not hear some music on this thing? We going on live right now on IG. We going on live right now on Facebook. We going on live right now on YouTube. You dig me? And this is the last hit list of the season, because, you know, we got to regroup, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that came on before, you know what I'm saying, from Lil Byron, you know what I'm saying, to Roxo, to K-Mars, you know what I mean, to Lotus Music, you feel what I'm saying? Like, thank you for all the artists that came through. Shout out to Maze, you know what I'm saying, our sponsors that got us wearing the contrast, the black and white gear right here. I'm in the Juneteenth edition, you know what I'm saying? Wish I could show the back of it, but it's Black Power all day, you feel what I'm saying? Celebrating that history, Juneteenth. Shout out to Maze and Mikhail. But y'all know the reason why we're here today. And y'all, I know y'all looking at me right now like, man, who is this gentleman right here next to me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He got the black and the red hair mixture going on, which is matching the background, because those are the Royce's rank colors, so he can't even represent. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm going to let him introduce himself, but I got to introduce him a little bit, because we were kind of introduced to him about last year, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to K-Mars for introducing us to him, you know, and his music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This young cat, man, is a young dude. He's been doing this thing for a few years. You know, I think in my mind he's created, you know, he's got his lane. Like, I see where he's going. I was talking to him just earlier, you know, about, you know, sometimes when you're doing your own music, you kind of know how you want to put your vocals in. We're going to get all into that in a minute, because y'all know I like to analyze. But, you know what I'm saying? So I went through his discography, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, and I got to pull it up. You know what I'm saying? These are tracks that he's produced himself. You know what I'm saying? I know at least the majority of them. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? From Eat to Extra to Slide at All Times, Black Music, Say Less. I like Say Less. Cold Feet, you know what I'm saying? Crim Season. Then he just recently released, I think not too long ago, about 10 months ago, maybe a year ago, you know, Crimson Season 2. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all right now, this dude's got a vibe. I'm talking none other than AKA, they call him the Creme de la Creme. I don't know what else they call him, but we know him as Lil Crimson. What it do, my dude?
What's going on?
Man, I'm telling you, man, I'm doing good, man. I'm really excited today because it's a great day, you know what I'm saying? And it's always good to when we have, you know, some Middle Tennessee artists, you know, step in the studio and perform live with us. But like, we know this is about music. We know the hit list is about music. I mean, it's called the hit list because we try to play nothing but the new Middle Tennessee hits, the new waves, this young crowd. But like, also the people want to really, you know, get to know you if they don't know you. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There may be some things that you may not have expressed or talked about, you know what I'm saying, that could that your fans could possibly relate to. So we gonna get to know Lil Crimson a little bit. We're gonna spend some time on that. And he's gonna perform, you know what I'm saying, the three songs that he chose, you know what I'm saying, that he wants you to hear. For those that haven't heard it and the ones that need to hear it again and see him perform it live, we got that coming up at the end of the interview. But today, we're gonna get to know Lil Crimson. And I'll tell you, man, when I first heard of, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, man, are you an Alabama fan? Let's get that out the way.
I'm definitely an Alabama fan. That's
Okay.
that's actually where my pops graduated college from.
Real talk.
Yeah, he went up there on a track scholarship and played football. So that's who gave me that.
Hold on, what was his name? For the people got to do their research. What was his name?
Jeremy Taylor.
Jeremy Taylor.
What
did he play? In Alabama? Like, what position did he play?
Wide receiver.
He was a wide receiver. All right, man. That's what's
But
up.
he started. He went on track scholarship. That's how he got in there.
Oh, he got in there. Okay.
The football thing was just kind of like a side mission.
That's dope. That's dope, man. Coming from a person who ran track myself in college, you know what I mean. So you actually got some. So is that where you got that connection from, the Crimson? Because you know. First, how did you get Lil Crimson? Was it influenced by father playing football? You become an Alabama fan, or how does that all correlate?
Definitely, like from, of course, growing up, I always liked the red color. Like it's always been something that spoke power to me.
Okay.
I always liked that color, and then he gave me that name growing up.
Okay.
And just me being a fan of my pops, I just grabbed onto it.
That's
and
real.
I liked how it sounded, so I ran with it.
So it does have a little correlation to it. Then your pops, running the track, playing football there. You know what I mean? So honestly, man, in a metaphorical way, for all the Alabama fans out there, it seems like Alabama just can't lose. They have like a dynasty of just winning. You know what I'm saying? Every decade they've won a championship or two. You know what I'm saying? So that name, they said the name means everything. So with that name extended to you, you can't help but to win. Then is that how we gonna see it?
Yep.
That's how we're going to see it. Championship seasons, all that saying. Crimson season, it's making sense. I feel like we about to get deep right here for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We about to get to know the kid, you know what I'm saying? So, he hit me up the other day or vice versa. He was like, man, Royce, man, so I want to be a little transparent, you know what I'm saying? I want the people to get to know me outside of the music, and what drives me, the things that I go through. And I was like, all right, let's do it. So, of course, we vetted, the conversation to see, what we were going to talk about and what was appropriate or whatnot. And he pretty much gave me a 95% green go. You feel what I'm saying? So we going to go. And while we going, man, first, why don't you tell the cats where you from, first of all? Like, where did you first take that first breath of life?
I took that first breath of life in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm really originally, if you want to be technical with it, I'm really from right outside of Nashville, Tennessee, Madison, Tennessee.
All right.
But if you say you from anywhere around Nashville, you might as well just say you from Nashville.
Yeah.
So that's the whole stigma that come with the whole city. So it's basically Nashville, but specifically Madison, Tennessee. That's where I grew up at.
All right, and what everybody always goes back to also, man, I always thought this is real important too. Like, what high school you repping on? Where you coming from?
Hunters Lane High School.
Hunters Lane. I mean, we used to have some problems in Hunters Lane. And no, I'm from the country. I moved from Nashville to Tullahoma, you know what I'm saying? And I met a lot of those cats in the state track championship, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Them boys still good at the track? They still running the track field now? They still, how they athletics going on down there?
I'm going to be honest, I haven't been keeping up with it lately.
I dig it. That's what's up, though. When you were in, what were y'all like, though?
When I was in, the football team was decent. They needed a little bit more work.
Yeah, I dig it.
We were losing. we were losing quite a few games, but
hey, that's what it is though. But you know what though? Crimson gonna be winning, man. He gonna be making y'all proud. You feel what I'm saying? But shout out to Hunters Lane. You feel me? Y'all got one coming up. So let me ask you this question, man. Like being as, you mind me asking your age? Like being as young as you are, I told you look like a good 21, 22 years old.
Right.
So what, you about like 22, 23 years old?
23.
23 years old. All right, man. So when did this all really just start for you musically, man? Like, I hear a lot. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say I hear a lot of the same stories, but like if we really being transparent with some things, like, what really made you fall in love with the music that you're doing, and then what allowed you to have that determination to say, okay, I'm really gonna make this a part of my life where I'm gonna try to feed my family off of this.
Well, it really came from. It's kind of weird. Like it really came from people making me feel like I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like I've always, been a person that's, been able to feed off of negative energy, adversity. Like it really started, when I was younger. I was about maybe 12 years old.
Okay.
I had a cousin that I used to go over his house and record. And he basically, after a while, I don't know if he was jealous or he just wasn't taking me serious, but either way, he stopped, answering the phone for me and my mom. And stopped letting me come over there, and she kind of got mad. It was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get you your own setup. And from there, it just kind of,
So hold on. So it was one of them things where, like, this is somebody in your family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes that's the best motivation, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna keep it real though. Like when I know if there was, okay, here's for instance, man. Like I used to make beats too back in the day, but then I met this dude. His name was TG. He came through, and he started making beats, right? And then when I heard his beats, I was like, hey, I'm done, bro. Like you dope. I'm about to go do something else. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really never try to be salty in them type of situations though. But I see in a way where that kind of worked for you. Like your mom's, invested in what you wanted to do. Right. So it started at like
Shout
12.
out to her.
Okay, yeah, definitely shout out to mom. So tell me, all right, go from 12. Then you got that equipment, and then what?
I got that equipment. I started off on a program that we had called Audacity.
The Audacity.
But what's so crazy, before I started on Audacity, around that same time, I was recording, like before I got my own computer.
Yeah.
I used to record, like I just used to get my mom's computer.
Okay.
She had this big old big booty
With the
computer
fat back, the big booty,
with the big booty on it.
with the big booty on the back.
It was like a big compact
that
computer.
98 Windows. I know what you're talking about. Yep.
And basically, I used to play YouTube beats and hold the tape recorder up to the speakers,
yep.
And then I would rap, right by it or
Yeah.
whatever. Then bring it to school, whatever, show my friends, whatever, see what they thought.
Dope.
And then I would, if I was really trying to, impress, a little female or my friends or whatever, I'll be doing corny stuff like, I go to the library and be renting the little hip hop books.
Okay.
And I'll be stealing the little rhymes and stuff from the hip hop books just so I can impress everybody at school.
Yeah, I feel you.
But after a while they start catching on like it's not.
Oh yeah, hold on, man.
So I had to. So once again, like once that's still to this day. Once somebody try to make me feel like, or once I feel like somebody trying to, compress me or put me in a box or limit me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It make me wanna.
It makes you.
I
dig
that.
It
make me just want to step on them.
I dig that. I'm gonna elaborate on that. Shout out to Rakita Ward, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Amber Bueno Vasquez, thank you for the 100 stars, appreciate it. Shout out to DE Holden and Jacob Johnson, Andy Hall, everybody else that I can't see right now. You dig what I'm saying? Thank y'all for supporting. Shout out to everybody on IG right now and on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We here with Lil Crimson, aka the Creme de la Creme, and we getting ready to watch him perform live here a little bit later. But like I said, man, since this is like the season closing, you know what I'm saying? We want to take some time and get to know you because, you know what I'm saying? We pay homage to you wanting to be transparent, and we going to get there, you know what I'm saying? So we just scratching the surface right now, you feel me? So let me ask you this.
Okay.
Do you remember your first rhyme?
My first rhyme.
Like the first bar you ever wrote? Or the earliest one that you can remember. I don't care how corny it sounds.
It was something like, I remember like the whole slogan of the rhyme or the whole hook was "That's a shame."
Just paraphrase it, yeah.
It was like something. It was like chilling with your girl on the beach. That's a shame. Something. That's a shame.
Oh, like, okay. I feel you kind of fill in the gap or whatever, and just think of certain situations about what a shame is.
Yeah.
I feel, man, what's your sign, man? I don't know. You giving me this Libra vibe. I don't know why.
No, I'm Pisces.
It's a Pisces. Oh, okay. Pisces. I feel you. Wasn't Biggie a Pisces? I think no. He was a Gemini. Man, forget that. Bats was a Pisces. So y'all have this creative type of thing going on here. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Now, here's a lot of things I don't think people know unless you told them though. You also produce the majority of your stuff, if not all. Is that right?
Correct. Majority, not all.
Okay. So majority. What do you make your beats off of?
FL.
Okay. FL has been, let me give a shout out to Fruity Loops. Fruity Loops has been there. I remember using it back when it was 4. I was playing with it not at 4, but it was on FL4 at that time. And at that time, they were just making beats. Then they started adding the recording accessory on there. I don't know when they do. I think they started doing that on 7 or 8, Josh. I can't remember. I think it was on 7 or 8 they started recording, but a lot of people be looking over Fruity Loops, man. You know what I'm saying?
They do. And
it's really just how you tweak it, though. And, now they got all these VSTs and stuff you can download. So let me ask you this, man. So being the fact that you produce, I got to first give out a shout out to all the producers and all the artists out there that probably don't understand the producers, what they go through. A lot of people just say, hey, man, let me get a beat. And, and they think, okay, Pop, I want you to tell them the highs and the lows of producing tracks. You know what I'm saying? What you like about it, what you don't like about it. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know when I used to produce, first of all, I was eating unhealthy. You eat anything at the moment. There's no hunger like studio hunger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fingers, eyes be up. Sometimes you be holding your pee because the beat's so good you don't want to leave. Like just tell them your process of you making those tracks and the things that you went through.
Well, as far as I'm gonna go with the highs first.
Yeah,
I really can't think of too many lows right now.
Word.
But the highs is really like, I can, instead of going on YouTube and trying to find a Drake type beat or a Future type beat or Lil Wayne type beat, and you constantly being disappointed with the stuff that you hearing,
right?
You can personally craft like whatever's in your head.
Okay.
Remember I told you I'm Pisces,
right? So
I'm real, imaginative.
Yeah, you got all types of stuff
so
circulating.
I got the ability to whatever is in my head, I can. Which is most producers, but especially for me,
I feel you.
Whatever's in my head, I can I can lay that down. Like whatever I'm hearing in my head, I can lay that down.
And we call that the it factor. That's what we call it. Because there's some people that just they may hear it in their head, but then they can't really convey it when it comes to laying it down on a track or whatnot. And no, and there's nothing wrong with that. No, let me quit line. There is something wrong with that. This means you need to find something else to do because it's no for real. Because it's time to. I'm tired. I'm tired of being nice sometimes. Like, look, if you got it, you got it. Just like with track, everybody can't run track. Everybody can't make beats, and everybody don't have that particular it factor. But the thing that I noticed what you have, man, like even just going through your discography and stuff, I'm like, I can tell you're very peculiar about first how you lace your tracks, and then when you go on top of them, like with your own lyrics and stuff. Like, would you agree to people who make their own beats probably have a better idea than the artist you may give it to?
Yes,
Okay, explain
most
why.
definitely.
Why you think that?
Because when we lay the beat down, like me personally, when I lay the beat down, I already feel like So music is a feeling, basically.
Exactly.
So I already feel like the vibe. I can already basically imagine like where I would be at mentally, whatever. I can close my eyes and basically imagine where I would be at. You know
Right.
what I'm saying, listening to this, and it'll put me somewhere, mentally that I'm supposed to be at to properly vibe to this track.
Right. And it's funny because it makes sense because even you were saying when you were recording, you said you would put on YouTube beats, and then you would put the microphone toward the speaker or whatever, so you can
Tape recorder,
all that, so they can and I know, and this is. And the game never changes. The game doesn't change, but then maybe the accessories do, right, on how to play. Because then when you go back to art, like my generation, right, what we would do is it was pretty much the same thing, except we have this tape player and we put the cassette there. I'm telling my age, forget y'all, I don't give a damn. All right, take the cassette, and then there was this a dual cassette. Both of them. One was for recording, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then this other one, of course, it had the instrumental on there, you know what I mean? Or even on some radio situation, you want to skip the commercial, we already recording the track or recording the radio. And when the commercial comes, we press pause, so it seems like a whole mixtape you got going on, you know what I mean? No, but I say that to say this. The game doesn't change, but then that mentality I had, I was like, dang, I see that in that brother, like he's really engulfed into his music, you know what I'm saying? So speaking on that, a good segue is, like, what were some of your influences, though? Who was it that you were listening to when you were coming up, trying to create your own type of sound? Just growing up with your dad, because you're speaking about him and stuff like that. What was he playing in his trunk, man?
Jay-Z, a lot.
Okay.
Playing a lot of Jay-Z.
All right.
A lot of old school, Biggie, like he pointed out.
Yeah.
And then, as I got older and basically adopted my own music taste, during school, I'm gonna be real. I came here to be transparent.
I feel
so.
Yeah, let's go.
Before I knew any better, like throughout school, throughout my whole grade school career, I was getting my heart broke a lot.
Speak your speaks.
With women a lot.
Speak your speech.
I'm gonna keep it a band.
Let's go.
So I will be listening. People like that's how I really got on Drake.
Okay. Shout out to Drake.
I think that's how a lot of people got on Drake. I got on Drake like that.
Yeah.
And people like Future.
Okay.
As far as somebody that I want to listen to, as far as like somebody that conveys confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake was kind of like the expressive. You talking about what I'm feeling up
he
here.
He got the man in his feelings a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
Fellas, it's okay to get mad at a beat. You know what I'm talking about? It is. Continue. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. Yeah. No, that's really all
okay. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, man, and during this time of the year, man, like this whole season is coming about what we call the manosphere, right? You know what I'm saying? And basically, the manosphere is like a lot of cats, men are speaking up about how they feel about certain situations, whether it be relationships, you know what I'm saying, rather it be financial situations or personal situations, social issues with friends or constituents and stuff like that. And men are really just stepping up, explaining how they feel, because a lot of times as men, we hold back on a lot of things, right? To avoid confrontation, especially with with women and stuff like that. Right. And since we're speaking on transparency and stuff, man, like what are some songs, you know what I'm saying, that you hold close to you that people could probably go back and listen to see what you were talking about as far as those songs that was really personal or honestly truthful, what hit you the hardest? Name a couple of titles.
Songs that I made or
Songs that you made, yeah,
Okay.
that you made that are personal.
Okay, you could go back and listen to. I have a song called "At All Times,"
Okay, okay,
and also a song called "Heard It," which is on Crim Season 2.
right.
It's really an old song, but it's really I really just now pushed it out
Okay,
because I was really waiting on the quality to get there.
gotcha.
But yeah, "Heard It," and "At All Times." I'm thinking of another one.
All right, so speaking on, okay, let's okay, at all times, what or who was that about?
I'm not gonna say her name.
Okay, don't say her name, just anonymous.
I ain't gonna say her name, but it was basically about somebody I was in a relationship with at the time, whatever. That basically was doing me dirty, but didn't really. They didn't think that I was I was as intelligent as I really am.
Okay. Now, when you say doing you dirty, bro, like what was she doing, bro? What kind of dirty was it, man? Let them know. Let them know it's an even playing field sometimes.
All right, nah, I'm gonna be real.
Let's be real.
I'm gonna just tell you how the relationship ended. It's gonna
Okay.
tell you everything you need to know.
Let's go.
The relationship ended. This is how the relationship ended. Okay, I'm with the girl, whatever. We chilling at her friend's house or whatever. You know how you might have a friend or your girl might have a friend and they parents or whatever might be away for the weekend.
Yep,
so
and
we
everybody
basically
goes
took
to their crib.
we went over there or whatever. I was with Lotus.
Okay. All right.
I
Shout out
was
to
with
Lotus.
Lotus. Shout out to Lotus.
Share that, Lotus. Let's go.
I was with Lotus and we went to a basketball game.
Okay.
And when I was at the basketball game, I'm like, man, like I'm Pisces.
Okay.
So we intuitive.
All right.
Intuitive. So like I was just sensing like something right. Like we was chilling. We was at the basketball game.
Yeah.
We having a good time.
Okay.
But I'm just like sensing it's like something not right. And like she texted me and was like, don't come back to the house. We left to go get some cleaning supplies to clean the house up.
Yeah.
So when she said that, my senses just started going off.
Oh, snap.
And I was basically like, I just started feeling, I was like, bro, something don't seem right. I ain't say nothing to her.
Yeah. Hold on. So where she say she was going again?
She said she was going to the store to go get some cleaning supplies to clean the house up.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, so yeah, my spidey senses started going off. So I didn't say nothing. I ain't text back. I just told her, I said, hey, bro, just you know what I'm saying, just take me back to the gal house real quick.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, just take me back over. I'm just ready to go back. You
All
know
right.
what I'm saying. So eventually we left the basketball game, and he took me back over there, pulled back up. For some odd reason, it's weird. It's kind of like God was trying to show me something.
Okay.
For some odd reason, I didn't tell nobody I was coming back. The door with the door that everybody was using to get in the house, it's never unlocked. But this particular time, it was unlocked.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Pull back up to the house. It's unlocked. I basically you know what I'm saying, I'm a little short dude, short little nigga, so I don't weigh that much.
I feel you.
So it's easy for me to sneak around.
I got you.
And it was like gravel and stuff back there, so
right.
I kind of walked as light as I could.
This dude was on Ninja Patrol.
I was walking smooth as hell.
Yeah. All right. He still swag with it.
But I was walking as smooth as I could.
Yeah, light footed but smooth.
Yeah, light footed as hell.
Yep.
Like, don't fuck with nobody that can walk light footed. They can probably kill you.
Yeah, they can sneak up on you.
I know. Don't play with it. But I did that. Got up on the patio, or whatever, and got to the door. To my surprise, it was open. But for some reason, it was kind of like I kind of knew it was gonna be open. It was weird. It was just weird. Like it was like God was like,
just come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Show you
so I walked through the door. I see my girl right there, at the time. My little my play sister, whatever. She braiding her hair or whatever at the kitchen table.
Gotcha.
And she at the kitchen table. My girl at the kitchen table, looking at me like she look up when I come to the door, like she seen Casper or something.
Ooh.
So you know what I'm saying, you could tell she trying to play it cool.
Okay.
But I'm I'm knowing, I'm sensing it.
Feel that vibe.
So I'm feeling the vibe. So my little cousin, he's younger than me.
All right.
This dude was younger than me. This man this man was probably a junior high school at the time. he come out the den,
Mm.
buttoning his pants up,
Mm.
and I'm like really short of my little cousin. Like,
Oh.
not only is it somebody I know,
Yeah.
it's somebody on my bloodline.
Yeah, it's your
Like how
blood.
like it was a crazy ass coincidence.
Mm.
So that shit was so weird. That shit was like crazy, and I was just like, when it happened, when I seen that, I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't finna.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, what you doing here? And like we ain't,
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah,
ain't fight
yeah.
it out or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying, he seen me. He was like, what's up? Cause like,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just like, I kind of like, I put two and two together.
Yeah.
I went in the back room.
Mhm.
I grabbed my stuff. I ain't say nothing.
Got you.
Went in the back room. I grabbed my stuff. I got up out of there. And then,
Dang.
he called me and was like, I'm finna come outside and talk to you real quick.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he told me everything that was going on. He was like, yeah, man, she was talking to me about you. Like, you was just somebody that she knew. Like, she basically told him that she was like, she used to talk to him about me like, oh, Lil Crimson? Oh, yeah, I know him. Like,
Oh, okay.
like this
Something
not
that.
my whole girlfriend. Like, that's how
Okay.
she was playing it.
Just to keep it. Okay.
Yeah, so like,
Okay.
yeah,
So when all that happened, okay, so when you so then that's what motivated you to make that song, basically. How fast was that? Like once you was that the story that you dug back and got, or is that something you kind of went to it, a few hours or a few days later and started writing about it?
I believe there was a few days, probably like a month.
Yeah,
I don't really remember, to be
I feel
honest,
you. I feel
but
you.
it was around that time though.
Right. And this is where I'm bringing this all together here. Like for all the young cats out there that like just be, I mean, I understand sometimes you just make tracks because you be on your misogynistic shit. You feel me? It's all good. But then, like, I think where music really plays its part, and as far as sticking with the consumer or the listener is if you have like a real life experience, right? And then you write a track about it, you make a beat. I feel like that's when you are at your most vulnerable moment. Like you're really putting your all into it, even down to the cadence of it, because you wrote that stuff, you really went through it. Then on top, like you made the track too, didn't you? You
That's
made the
crazy.
track
I
too.
did. It's crazy. You said I did. I did make that track.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I was
In that zone.
I was in that zone. Like
in that zone.
Like for real.
And see, that's what happens. See, ladies, y'all keep tripping like that, man. You're gonna have some songs written about you, cause that stuff hurt. Cause I can imagine. Did she hear it though? Did she heard it? She heard it.
Yeah, she heard it, but I'm really not. The way I am.
You don't even really care.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the way I am now.
Yeah.
I'm really not. Like I probably put some stuff like that in the song, but I'm not finna be.
Yeah.
I ain't finna.
I know what you're saying, man. But that's the expression I'm talking about, y'all. You know what I mean? Like that's when music sticks, when you have something, you know what I mean? Something that people that can relate to because you've been through. So let's get a little deeper, man. Now that we got the understanding of like mind process when you get through music and stuff, and when you're producing it, let's talk about years later. Now that you're kind of getting your stuff established, and you're finding your particular sound, and as an artist, you're always looking for, I would say, other production, other business ventures, management, A&R, just people to connect with to get you where you need to be, right?
Right.
So I remember you had mentioned, you were with a particular label, I believe at that time. Well, you were teamed up with Lotus, right?
Right.
It was a company, independent company label called Wall Street. Am I correct? Okay. So now I've heard a little bit this and that about it, but it's good to have you here because I know at least a year or two ago, you know what I'm saying, you and Lotus had some tracks together, you know what I'm saying, I believe it was under that team or whatnot. And then there was some type of, I want to say like a hiatus at that moment. Like, I don't want to say the movement stopped, but you could tell that there was a shift in something. Like, can you explain like what happened with that particular situation? You know what I'm saying? Like you were on the go with it, and then just tell us that story. How did you link up with Wall Street? You know what I'm saying? And then to where you are right now. What was that transition?
So basically, it wasn't just Wall Street. It was actually, hold on. Shout out to Lackman. Shout out to Lackman Records. That's who I deal with now.
Dig that.
But before it was Lackman Records, the same company, the basically like the mother of that company.
Gotcha.
The mother company of that company was called Real Life.
Real Life. Got you.
So it was basically Real Life and Wall Street Entertainment. Wall Street was the investors.
Investors, I got you.
Or an investor. So basically, me and Lotus started coming up to real life. We had a studio,
Okay.
uh, like right on the edge of Nashville,
All right.
not too far from the city. We started going up there just to record music,
Mhm.
you know, just have fun. You know who Lil Bree is?
Mhm.
Yeah, we was linking up with people like him, 615 exclusive. Like it was a mutual meeting ground
Yeah,
for
they
a
all
lot
done
of
came through here. We all done
yeah.
been on each other's
It
cameras.
it was a mutual meeting ground
Shout out to them. Yeah.
for a lot of the influential
Gotcha.
Nashville artists. That's where we was all just coming, you know, to hang, you know, chill and make music at. It was just all good vibes or whatever.
Gotcha.
And also, you know, for the ones that engineer or whatever, that we were running sessions and stuff in there too.
Gotcha.
You know, so it was a business also. Yeah, we were all just up there linking or whatever, and the guy that ran Wall Street, I'm not gonna, you know, I still got enough respect for him to this day. I ain't finna put all
Gotcha.
his business out there.
Right.
But the guy that, you know, that ran it, you know, he goes by Shark.
Okay.
Everybody knows him by Shark.
Gotcha.
Shark of Wall Street. So, you know, he knew my guy with Perez and Leckman.
Okay.
He had a relationship with them already. You know, he just used to come up there just to hear us, you know what I'm saying? Just to hear what was going on or whatever, just to see what was going on. He would peep his head in there just to see, you know what I'm saying, what we was doing in there.
Right.
And eventually he would see me and Lotus in there, you know, because we would be in there every day, like every day, all day. Like, it was like our home.
Gotcha.
So we'll be in there, you know, talking or whatever. I mean, we'll be in there making music or whatever. Eventually he started peeking his head in there, and then, you know, he got in Blackman and Perez's ear, and basically, like, you know, I'm interested in these dudes, like,
Gotcha.
you know, like he seen something in us, and he wanted to go ahead and invest and get us on, you know, on contract and, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So, you know, fast forward, we got to that point. He signed us or whatever. That was basically like our first, I guess if you want to call it, like our first, you know, record deal or whatever.
Gotcha.
That was like our first taste that we ever got of like a real record deal or whatever, like with some, you know, with some real power behind it.
Right. Right.
And, you know, from that point, you know, we basically just, you know, start elevating. We was basically, you know, we started doing stuff like, you know, taking off and going to Miami. We shooting videos with, you know, the same people that did. We shot a video with one of the same directors that directed the Millie video for Lil Wayne.
Word up.
Not too long ago.
And y'all went on some tours too, right?
You said what?
Y'all went on some small tours, some tours too, right?
We went on some tours. We went on our own tour, basically, you know, performing like in Memphis, Atlanta, stuff like that, and then we went on some other tours where we weren't per se performing, but we were basically like, I guess the best way to compare it is like, you know, somebody coming to your job to shadow you.
Gotcha.
We were doing that. We were basically shadowing, you know, if you want to call it that, we were shadowing people like 42 Doug, JT, not JT. JT was in jail at the time.
Okay.
We were shadowing Carisha.
Okay.
From City Girls.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, when JT was in jail, so Carisha just had, you know, just 2 backup dancers, and she was just performing.
Gotcha.
You know what she could. She was just holding it down for JT.
Gotcha.
When we're watching her, Lil Baby, before he got to, he was still Lil Baby.
Okay.
But it, you know, it was before he got to where he is now.
Right.
He was still like the hottest artist on QC.
So y'all got a chance to just get exposed, you know what I'm saying, to that circumference of energy and talent, you know what I'm saying. Even if you met them directly or not, it was still that transfer of energy of knowing, like, oh dang, you know what I'm saying.
This is what be going on.
Yeah, it's like 6 degrees of separation or something.
It was cool.
Yeah, word up.
That shit was real cool seeing that. Like,
got you. So then what happened? So like, what happened at that moment? I guess. When did it become? Well, you said you have new management now, right? Pretty much, or as far as representation, so to speak.
It's not new. It's still remember I brought up Lackman.
Yeah.
So Lackman was basically like the head of real life entertainment.
Gotcha.
And you know, it didn't work out with the rest of the people that was on real life. So he started his own thing called Lackman Records, and it's basically just transferred.
So what do you think? Okay, in this industry, that's a good question to bring up. In this industry, what do you think makes things not work out when it comes to music and the business of it? What do you think is one of the top things that make it not work out?
Man, emotions,
Okay. Yeah,
emotions,
explain that. Yeah, emotions in business.
emotions. Like when personal and business get mixed, mixed together,
Hmm.
and that kind of can shake the integrity of.
Is it hard to balance when you, let's say you may have a personal relationship with a person?
Hmm.
Do you see it hard to balance the personal and business? Is that what you're trying to say? Like maybe that personal, that personal thing kind of dipped into the business. It outweighed it, so to speak, to where like now you have a conflict and it affects the business.
Definitely, cause I've been in a lot of situations where like I didn't care if I was on paperwork, with this person or
Mm,
that person. I didn't care what we had going on. Like if I felt disrespected or if I felt like, my best interest wasn't at hand,
mm,
I would,
mm.
I would feel some type of way.
I
Like
got you.
that's just how I always been.
I
Like I
got you.
try to keep myself in check about that to this day.
Mm,
But that's definitely something that can tear a lot of
mm.
relationships down, the business relationship down, like the personal, like
Yeah, yeah.
I've just never been a person like that. You can't do wrong by me and and just expect me to want to follow your lead and
Okay, so basically what you're saying, if anybody wants, say anybody wants to do business with you in a sense, right?
okay.
Like, because in the music game they'll be like, well, business is business. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't care about your life or what you're going through and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So you're saying that when it comes to doing business with you, you feel like that you have to get to know a particular person that's bartering with you or that you're teaming up with, like you know what I'm saying? Or is it something where you're like, okay, look, all right, let's just say this person wants to, help with distribution or something.
Okay.
And he's just like, okay, look, this is strictly business. Like, I ain't trying to get to know you. I ain't trying to see what makes you laugh, what makes you cry. Let's just get straight down to the business part. Would you rather deal with that, or are you the type of person that's like, well, hold on, man, I want to kind of get to know you. I want to kind of know your intentions. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes knowing you personally, it would help me understand how you would handle business.
I mean, well, really, I would really prefer to stay in business
Okay,
oriented
gotcha.
because just all emotions aside, I just know that's how shit's supposed to go.
Mm,
So but the other side where me getting to know somebody I'm doing business with,
mm-hmm.
like I'm not. That's not something I'm just gonna be trying to do. It's just something that's gonna come out naturally just from us, continuously being around each other. I'm gonna find
Right.
out what type of person you is just by continuing to hang around you and seeing how you sitting back and seeing how you talk to this person, how you deal with this person, and what you do in this situation,
Right.
and like this just don't come naturally.
Man,
But I prefer to keep it, business oriented because I know that's the right way to go. Even when emotions can get in the mix,
yeah.
I know business is supposed to come first.
You already know. And to all the old heads out there, emotions make you cry sometimes. Sometimes you got to lead that stuff out. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, but even this situation, I've got friends in business, but the thing was is that we were already like that before the business, so to speak. We've been friends for so long that we kind of know how to juggle the situation. At this point, it just becomes family. You know what I'm saying? But Johnny said, by the way, Johnny left a comment. He said, "Well, you got that baby face, bro, like that for like you don't age at all." Johnny over here joning on you and stuff. He said he got that for real baby
Yeah,
face. You know what I'm saying?
that
He's
for
like,
real.
and another comment was saying, like emotions are something. Emotions. Yeah, yeah. We'll just leave it at that, man. Like it's a very hard balance. You know what I'm saying when it comes to this game. And so before we go further, then especially getting into your live, man. Like I want to just talk about just one more thing in a sense, man. Like just with your music and everything. Shout out to everybody right now. Shout out to Johnny Lovett. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Daniel. I don't know how to spell your last name. Truhoft. Truhoft. Yeah, and Brenda Craig. You dig what I'm saying? Rakita, all the Amber, all those. Yeah, I told her thanks for the stars. Thank that Jacob D, Andy Hall, all that jazz. All right, so look, I need y'all to continue to share. You know what I'm saying? Please share. We here with Lil Crimson. You know what I mean? He getting real personal with us. Getting a little personal today, being a little transparent. We're getting to know him before he performs live. You know what I'm saying? And let me just get down to this last little segment with you, man. Just with just kind of being transparent or whatnot. And then just be real, be truthful. In this game, in this music game, do you feel that there are particular artists that just don't need to be in the game? And you don't have to name them, and just say, yeah, I think so, or no, I don't, and then just tell me why. Do you feel like this game is just open to anybody that just want to just do music, or do you take it seriously? Like, what does this mean to you?
Nah, well, I mean, if I feel my passion for it don't have nothing to do with nobody else. So I
Okay.
feel like it's open to anybody. If
Okay.
you want to express yourself, it's open to you. It ain't no all cause you ain't you don't go as hard as me. You shouldn't be. Nah, like I don't think like that. Like if you want to express yourself in this game and you feel like this can be an outlet for you, then go right ahead.
Okay. So I'm gonna be controversial a little bit. So do you think that there's no such thing as whack music?
I do.
Okay.
Well, wait.
No,
Did I say
I'm not
that
trying to
word
trap
that
you or
right?
whatever. No, no. Okay.
I'm trying to say it's
you
no
believe,
such thing.
Is there such thing as Elijah's hollering at me? Why are you hollering at me, Elijah? Oh, he must be on this page. Shout out to the gamer out there, Elijah, doing this thing. Um, I guess what I'm asking is, do you think there is whack music? Let's just make it simplified like that. Is there whack music out there?
Of course.
Okay. And I guess
But
that's
it's
what
my
I'm.
opinion though.
Okay. No, but okay, okay. Your opinion, good, good. All right, save yourself. But I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back. We're gonna make it harder. I know it's your own opinion, but do you believe that there is a mass majority, or there's a song, right? One song that actually affects the mass majority. Where like you hear a song and you be like, oh, that shit about to hit the airwaves. That shit, that's a hit right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
In your mind, you know that the majority is gonna love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So let's be technical. Say 100% of the time, right? Okay, cool. There's no 100% whack music, 100% good music. But when it comes to the scale of just saying, hey, that's not it, speaking on the majority, somebody plays you a whack song, right?
Mm-hmm.
You say it's whack because you feel the majority is going to dislike it.
Wait, say that one more
Okay,
time.
all right.
You kinda, yeah.
So if I play you a song and it's whack, to
Uh-huh.
you said it's your opinion.
Right.
In your opinion, does that whack song mean that the majority of the people would think it's whack too?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay, so now I'm bringing it back to you. Good, I'm gonna trap you again. What if you are a manager, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that person brings that whack track to you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to represent that?
No.
Okay,
If I'm manager, I'm gonna be going off of my opinion.
off of your opinion, and so based off of your opinion is based off of who you think might like it.
Right.
True, right?
Right.
Okay. All right, so now we bringing it back then. So you can agree. I sound like a journalist now, but so you can agree that when you say that there's whack music, you feel like the majority of the people that you know that may know music or you know it's going to affect the masses, you know that it's just not going to work for the masses.
I'm not gonna say for the masses.
Okay, there's a category.
Maybe for the circle of people around me, but
Mm,
for the masses, no.
okay, so when it comes to your music, right?
Mm.
Do you feel that it has that it factor to affect the masses, or in your opinion, or do you feel like it's just in a certain category for people that like your style?
I feel like it's in a certain category of people that like my style,
That's real
and that's
honesty.
and that's going off
Okay.
of. That's going off. I mean, and also for the masses.
Okay.
But even with the masses, it's a mass majority of people that only listen to a certain
That's true.
vibe or category of music.
That's true.
So, I've played my music like this is from experience.
Okay.
I've never really been the type to like come in the room and play my shit and be like, oh do y'all fuck with this?
Okay.
Like,
All right.
no, I'm kind of like, so I'm kind of like a silent ninja. Like, I come in the room and play my music and
Okay.
I won't say shit.
Yeah.
I just look around and
Yeah.
like look at everybody's body language
Yeah.
and reaction,
Yeah. Okay.
and I'll use that to,
Mm.
to see how they like the music or whatever.
Got you. Okay. So one final question, and then like, when you do a track,
Mm-hmm.
in your like, this thing, like when you in there, you making the track in the studio, and you putting in your mind, like in your mind, we've all had these moments where you just like, hey, bro, bro, this right here, like you might be getting teary eyed, like, bro, nah, this is it. This shit jamming. Like at that moment, you feel that the masses are going to feel that, or do you feel like your target audience, which you were just explaining, the ones that listen to your type of music, or do you feel that you have that type of track of music that's going to, okay, like Drake, for instance, right? Now, Drake has a category, but at the same time, he's got songs that reach a universal mass.
Mm-hmm.
White people, black people, Chinese people, all that.
Right.
Tell me where you are with your music on that particular level. Do you feel it's a mass level, or are you going to cater more to just people in your lane?
I do feel like you said a mass level.
Okay, nice.
I just feel like, but that's my opinion though. I just feel like I have a lot more proving of myself to do.
Okay.
A lot more consistency to maintain.
Gotcha.
Cause that's been a challenge for me to maintain consistency with, with personal things, or, I'm also a audio engineer as well.
Yeah.
So, I have the responsibility of making sure, all these other artists, can convey their message and express themselves as well to their fan bases.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? While at the same time trying to balance my craft and what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
But I do definitely feel like, like you said with Drake.
Yeah.
Like, that's at least the mission that I'm on, is to make get everybody.
Yeah.
The masses as a whole to
gravitate to where it does become universal.
Because that is one of my influences.
There you go.
So of course I kind of follow
Drake. Yeah, you kind of got that feel too when I listen to some of your tracks, and that's a good segue because we about to get into some of that too, man. Like, we're gonna go to this commercial break and we're gonna have him perform live. Is there anybody that you want, to shout out, give props to before we go to this commercial break, my man?
Let me give a big shout out to Lackman Records, Lackman, Yo Diddy. He's another manager on Lackman Records.
All right,
Lil Stain, he's one of the hardest artists on Lackman Records.
Lil Stain, I mean, he ain't coming off.
ABK Gates, the same thing.
Yeah.
I could say about him. A new artist, I forgot what did she go? 'Cause she keeps changing her name.
Get it together, girl.
She keeps changing her name.
You gonna call her Lil what? Lil who?
No, she goes by. For right now, I'm just say Jay.
All right, Jay.
I'm gonna say Jay. She's a female.
There you go.
Engineer, artist, and producer. She's being managed by DJ Coop, actually.
All right, shout out to Coop.
Yeah, so shout out to DJ Coop.
Is it Blazing?
No, it's not.
Okay,
Blazing.
all right. But shout out to DJ Coop.
Shout out to Blazing too, because
Yeah.
I produced her first track.
Small world. This dude right here. All right, look, man. All right, look. This dude, boy. See, we're gonna have to have like a 2-part with you because you got a lot of stuff that you've been doing. Kind of like Soulja Boy with them tracks you produced. So check this out, man. He was the first one to make the track for Blazing. Remember that. All right. So
Shout
anyway,
Blazing,
shout out, man. Shout out to Nashville. Y'all continue to share. We're getting ready to go to commercial break, and then we got my boy Lil Crimson, aka Creme de la Creme, or whatever else they call him, and whatever else he may be called later in
Top
life.
shelf,
You already know what it is, man. So stay tuned in this commercial break. It's your boy Royce the Voice, Orange Click, Orange Leader. Shout out to K-Team. Speak your thoughts, lose your mind. We at the hit list. We'll be right back.
Royce's Frank.
In the beginning, my product was not for sale at all. It was really for my son's eczema. I tried everything that the commercial world had to offer, and nothing tended to his needs. I took it upon myself to create something of my own. I finally had the right antidote. I found out it not only worked for my son's skin, it worked for his hair as well. I started to experiment more and made several products for skin and hair care with all homegrown, natural ingredients to give you the healthy look you deserve. Remember, healthy hair and skin isn't a trend, it's a rule.
Are you looking for a barber who can give you the cut that everybody will be talking about tomorrow? Then if you want to feel that way, go where Dr. Anatomy goes. Go see my man, Barber Loto, in Smyrna, Tennessee. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And by the way, tell him Dr. Anatomy sent you. Take the prescription for the perfect haircut on Murfreesboro Road.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Royce the Voice, Orange Click, Orange Leader. Shout out to K-Team. Speak your thoughts or lose your mind. And I'm here to tell you about my guy, Kevin Lambert, aka the cell phone guy, now has a new website. It's at www.tncellphoneguy.com. Yes, look at those pictures right there. He will turn your phone from hell to heaven. Do you hear me? From hell to heaven. So y'all make sure y'all go check out Kevin Lambert, aka the cell phone guy, at www.tncellphoneguy.com. I've seen it all in the search for fame. The mindless souls of a million aspirations. The journey for constant attention. These are the stories of artists who have failed and are willing to sacrifice everything to get to the top again. What are you willing to do to make it? On the hit list. Royce's Rank. Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Royce the Voice, Orange Click, Orange Leader. Shout out to K-Team. Speak your thoughts or lose your mind. We are back. It is 9 p.m. on the dot. You know what I'm saying? And this is the hit list. You know what I'm saying? This is the season finale of the hit list. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for everybody that's been riding with us and rolling with us. You feel what I'm saying? That sounded a lot better. Thank y'all for riding with us and rolling with us, man. For everybody that's been listening, that's been sharing. You know, we taking a season break also from the Royce's Rant podcast and with the hit list, you know what I'm saying, to regroup, revise, you know what I'm saying, and come back regurgitated in a positive way. You dig what I'm saying? We got a lot of stuff coming to y'all at the end of this summer and in 2022. But nonetheless, we are back and we are ready, you know what I'm saying, for this live performance. He's gonna give us three of the tracks that he chose from, you know what I'm saying. Some of them coming from his recent, you know, project, you know what I'm saying, Crimson Season 2, you know, and he's gonna remind us on who he is and what he does. And I want to make sure that he's ready, man. Can you hear me back there?
Yeah.
We are in here, man. So you know, I'm gonna let you introduce the song, you know what I'm saying, and then you know, you just let us know when you're ready and we get ready to play, homie. Let's get it.
All right, so the first one we finna get into is Bradley. You know what I'm saying? If you from Tennessee, you ever been on Bradley Parkway, right over there by Opera Mills Mall, you know what I'm talking about. So we can go ahead and get into it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey. I've been out on Bradley, I've been riding and rolling. I've been quarantining from a virus called broke. Yeah, why you got that Glock? You never pop, you always show it. If I had it on me, nigga, you would never know. Damn, I love designer, how I do that on my clothes. She likes to eat my meat, she let me sit it on the nose. Niggas let me buy my lonely, so I did it on my own. Then I came up on they ass, how you do that shit, I don't know. I just plotted, I ain't never spotted. Don't you had them days where you just feel like shit, fuck everybody. In need of vacay, I got my family asking me for broccoli, but that can't be replaced. I hit the radio and got a pop. Should've seen they face, yeah. Ooh, please don't throw your love away. I don't need your love, I'm straight. Take that shit the other way. Yeah. I've been out on Bradley, I've been riding and rolling. I've been quarantining from a virus called broke. Yeah, why you got that Glock? You never pop, you always show it. If I had it on me, nigga, you would never know. Damn, I love designer, how I do that on my clothes. She asked to eat my meat, she let me sit it on the nose. Niggas let me buy my lonely, so I did it on my own. Then I came up on they ass, how you do that shit, I don't know. Ooh, please don't throw your. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, please don't throw your love away. I don't need your love, I'm straight. Take that shit the other way. Yeah. Alright. Let's get into this next one. Go ahead, give me that.
He said he ready. He said he ready, man. Everybody know what's up with that Brawley Parkway, man. North to South Brawley Parkway with them rides. You know the bypass of the city. You know what I mean. He said he ready to roll. You know what I'm saying. So you want to introduce this next song, brother?
Yeah, man, this next one a little freaky, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a little fun. It's called Gimme, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and give me that.
Girl, that's Crimson.
Hey, shawty tryna be my number one, but I can't be your bae, your boo, your honey bun. Just come here, give me that brain, girl, take down that bun. Give me some. I just hit the Dutch. Damn, shawty thick, I'm hard as a brick. She said on that thing I bust. I'm like, oh shit, but she on the pill, so I'ma live in them guts. We never just chill, your shit get real. My hands gripping her butt. She undressed like she in a rush. Whoa, know you want it, eh? I know you need it. I know you want it, eh? Yeah, you been fiending. Said she was an angel, but she fucked me like a demon. I'm in her water, I'm getting sissy. Know you want it, eh? I know you need it. I know you want it, eh? Yeah, you been fiending. Said she was an angel, but she fucked me like a demon. I'm in her water, I'm getting sissy. She like how I stroke, yeah. She feeling when I poke, yeah. She ain't never been no stripper, but she climbing on my pole, yeah. She spit on that dick, she lick on that dick. She put it inside her throat, told her swallow that dick. You better not quit till you feel it in your soul, yeah. Mascara running, yeah. Hands on her neck, she love it, yeah. I ain't scared of nothing, I go from 0 to 100, yeah. When I slide in, I slide out. That pussy got some suction. She be lying when I hit, tryna tell me that she love me, but I know. Ayy, shawty tryna be my number one, but I can't be your bae, your boo, your honey bun. Just come here, give me that brain, girl, take down that bun. Give me some. I just hit the Dutch. Damn, shawty thick, I'm hard as a brick. She said on that thing I bust. I'm like, oh shit, but she on the pill, so I'ma live in them guts. We never just chill, your shit get real. My hands gripping her butt. She undressed like she in a rush. Know you want it, eh? I know you need it. I know you want it, eh? Yeah, you been fiending. Said she was an angel, but she fucked me like a demon. I'm in her water, I'm getting sissy. Know you want it, eh? I know you need it. I know you want it, eh? Yeah, you been fiending. Said she was an angel, but she fucked me like a demon. I'm in her water, I'm getting sissy. Yeah, that one was called Gimme, you know what I'm saying? Off Crimson Season 2. And this last one we about to get into is called Extra, featuring Smoke Perk.
Let's not forget the fact. Hold on. You don't want to get past. Give me too fast. Ladies and gentlemen, I just thought I'd give y'all a little Surgeon General's warning.
Okay.
It was getting freaky up in this month. So anybody, you know what I'm saying? I hope you ain't got your kids watching. You did was saying 18 and up. That boy was nasty on this track. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely for all the ladies out there, man. You know what I'm saying? That was Gimme, man. I just had to bring that little disc. You know. Anyway, man, go on to present your next track, bro.
All right, this next one is called Extra, and got a feature on it from Smoke Perp. Everybody who don't know who Smoke Perp is, that's a platinum, selling recording artist. So let's get into it. Let's get extra.
Let's go.
Hey, so extra. This some real rap shit, man. But I don't do the extra.
Crimson.
They say I'm popping in the city cause I'm extra. Heard they wanna ride the way because I'm extra. Only worry about the money, fuck the extra. If you hating on me, you just being extra. Don't be stepping on my kids, that's disrespectful. If you do, don't you be sorry, bitch, be careful. I don't fuck with hoes that like to do the extra. If you hating on me, you just being extra. I'm applying pressure, and I'm feeling extra. Palms itching for that cash like they got eczema. Boy, why you acting aggressive? You wouldn't fuck up a feather. Shot been begging for pleasure. I'm a driller like a Black and Decker. CRIMSON. Who can fuck with Crim? Did a show, so many cameras out, we could've made a film. I ain't signed to no major, but best believe I'm on the major shit. Niggas tryna play and save the shit. We going extra hard like the pavement. They say I'm popping in the city cause I'm extra. Heard they wanna ride the way because I'm extra. Only worry about the money, fuck the extra. If you hating on me, you just being extra. Don't be stepping on my kids, that's disrespectful. If you do, don't you be sorry, bitch, be careful. I don't fuck with hoes that like to do the extra. If you hating on me, you just being extra. They say I'm popping in my city cause I'm extra. Yeah. What you want me to do? That's it?
We just switching the back, you know what I'm saying? I know that feature, you know what I'm saying? We turn that down or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So we wouldn't just let it roll or whatnot. I'm gonna let it go back to you, you know what I'm saying? So you can close out yourself and then I'll close out myself, man. So just, just give your last little shout out or whatever, anything you want to say, man, to close yourself out, brother.
Yeah, shout out to Black Man Ricky, shout out to TSG, shout out to K Mars, my brother. Shout out to Royce's Rent, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for having me. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Lil Crimson, LilCrimson. On TikTok at Crim de la Crimson, on Twitter at The Lil Crimson. All streaming platforms, go listen to Crim Season 2, go get that. Go listen to the first one. Go listen to Extra, go listen to Choosy Love. I ain't tell y'all about that, but go listen to Choosy Love. Go listen to everything Lil Crimson. Yeah.
No, yes, sir, yes, sir. Everything Lil Crimson, you did what it's saying. So I'm glad y'all got to learn what kind of, what this cat was all about, man. It seemed like, I know we went for like 40 minutes talking to him, and it seemed like that long, you know what I mean? And, I always try to make sure y'all get to learn the artist and know who he or she, is, so you can enjoy the music a little more. But we definitely enjoyed him, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that's supporting him. Shout out to everybody that's a fan of his, that's managing him or doing anything with him. Y'all make sure y'all rise this young cat up, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all his collabs that he have out there. Shout out to Lotus Music. Yeah, shout out to K Mars, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Roxo. Shout out to the whole K team, you know what I'm saying? The Royce's Rant Network, you know what I mean? From Nino to Bishop to my boy Dr. Anatomy. Shout out to the person who really puts all this together, you know what I'm saying? AKA I am Josh Levitt on Instagram. His name is Joshua Levitt on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? He is our producer. He is our film director. You know what I'm saying? So he's the one that's keeping everything running like it's running, man. So shout out to him. Shout out to Johnny Lovett. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else. Shout out to the whole IG world and the Facebook world. Thanks for everybody supporting. Thank you, Amber, for the stars. You're always doing good. You're always doing well. Thank y'all for just putting up for the Royce's Rant Network for this season. We are going to be taking a hiatus, you know what I'm saying? But we will be back, you know what I'm saying, with more sponsors, with a better look, with some better content. You know what I'm saying? We've been listening to what you guys been wanting. We're going to try to oblige by that, all right? So without further ado, you know what I'm saying, it's getting close to Juneteenth, you know what I'm saying? So make sure anybody that's listening out there in the Facebook world, that Juneteenth event, June 18th at Townsend in Winchester, Tennessee, y'all make sure y'all come through that, man. We're going to start promoting that real tough this next week or two, all right? So thank y'all for tuning in. And without further ado, this is your boy Royce the Voice, Orange Click, Orange Leader. Shout out to K-Team. Speak your thoughts or lose your mind. And this is the hit list, and we'll be back soon. Maze in the building. Boom.